All right, guys, now let's move on over to the DK Sportsbook. So the Patriots won their first preseason game over the Washington football team. Meanwhile, the Eagles fell to the Steelers in their first contest. So New England is on the road, but favored by just 1 point. So, Kenny, what do we think? Do you see the Patriots winning the game?
I think so. I mean, look, anytime you can make Dwayne Haskins look like a really good quarterback, there's something wrong with your defense. And again, we're talking about the 2s and 3s here, but the Eagles' preseason defense, the pre-season Eagles or whatever you want to call them, they didn't look too good against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And yeah, the Pre-Eagles. There you go. I don't think that – is that a starting quarterback for the Cowboys last year? I don't think that this is going to be a really fun game for the Eagles defense, especially considering the offensive talent that New England can still run out despite, not really running out every single one of their starters. And when you look at the quarterbacks as well, Mac Jones, even Brian Hoyer really as the third stringer is pretty good. Joe Flacco did flash a little bit of brilliance last week, but I think that the talent factor should swing this towards the Patriots. They're deserving favorites. And when you look at the defensive battle, I think that they win it pretty easily. So I would say the Eagles, I'm willing to take them as the favorites. And the lines have actually been pretty sharp in the preseason so far.
Geoff, what do we think? Do you see the Patriots winning this game?
Yeah, I actually really like this bet. And I'm not like someone who tries to get overexcited about preseason bets. But, I mean, you've got Bill Belichick going up against a rookie head coach. And maybe that, I know it's preseason. You're like, what is this guy talking about, coaching matchups? But it really does come down to it. You've got Bill Belichick, who's done this a million times. He knows that, he gets his team up for these games. Just when you're playing for Bill Belichick, you play hard, because if you don't, then the next practice, you're not there. You don't have a job anymore. So the Patriots tend to just really do pretty well in these preseason situations. And Kenny alluded to the depth chart here. You basically got Hoyer as the third string versus Flacco as the second string. I think that matchup washes out, quite frankly, but you're going to see Flacco for over half the game for the Eagles, whereas the Patriots, they're going to be rolling Mac Jones, Cam Newton. The depth on the defense is also something you could bring up. The depth at running back for the Patriots, as we saw with Stevenson in their first game. Everything here points to the Patriots. I'm actually surprised they're not favored by a field goal or something.
Garion, what do you think? You like the Pats to win?
I think so. It's funny because usually I will take a look at the quarterback depth chart in a preseason game and try to figure out who has the advantage. Generally, just from a veteran savvy perspective, is a team rolling out a 6th round pick as their backup quarterback that's going to get 2/3 of the snaps, or do we have some actual NFL talent on both of these rosters? And it's kind of funny. These are maybe 2 of the deeper quarterback rooms in the entire NFL, because we've mentioned a lot of names, but Nick Mullins, who's started and been sort of successful at the NFL level, is the third string quarterback for the Eagles right now. There is always going to be a quarterback in the game that has been either a success at the NFL level at some point, or is a highly touted rookie quarterback in the form of Mac Jones. So I do think Jeff's right. I think that's all kind of a wash. So at the end of the day, I think you have to go with who just has overall more talent on their roster. And if we do think that week 2 is the new week 3, and this is the dress rehearsal game, and the Patriots play a majority of their starters for a majority of this game, or at least most of the first half, you kind of have to side with the Patriots.